As the cortisol increases in your body, at the cellular level, this telomere starts to dissolve in the cortisol. Once it totally dissolves, it unravels your DNA. अरे मेरे दादाजी के पिताजी को deafness था and suddenly this child is having deafness. I'm going to do this. I'm achieving this. This doesn't mean I'm going to climb Himalaya today and then achieve it. No, it is a small step. I'm going to climb up to the first floor today without using the lift and achieve it. That is good enough. Now when I'm doing the clenching, it is the jaws, the fingers, the entire body. And the moment you do, hold it and there you go. The moment you relax, you'll feel. The brain doesn't know whether you're actually feeling like laughing or it's a fake laugh. It releases endorphins. Hello everybody. I'm going to address a topic today that is on the top of everybody's minds: stress and anxiety. Just mentioning it causes all goosebumps to happen all over the body, doesn't it? So what is anxiety? There is a lot of things that are published on it. But let me tell you what it means to you and me and your bodies. It basically means that there is cortisol produced in your body. Now what is cortisol? What does it do? It is the original stress hormone. And what it tends to do is starts doing stuff in your body, like making you feel sad, making you feel nervous, all of these things. Unfortunately, if there is too much of cortisol in the body, it does something that is a little more scary, which let me explain, taking you back to 8th standard biology lesson. In the cell, we have something called as a nucleus. In the nucleus, you have something called as a DNA. It's like a structure that's a helix-like structure that's wrapped around. Now, all of our every little thing, whatever our quirk, are stored in those 26 chromosomes, which is in your DNA. Now, it is a helix-like structure and it is closed by something called as a telomere. You know, it's like at the end of the shoelace, you have that plastic piece, which is called as the aglet, and at the end of the DNA, to lock it in, is called something called as a telomere. Now, as the cortisol increases in your body, at the cellular level, this telomere starts to dissolve in the cortisol. Once it totally dissolves, it unravels your DNA. If it unravels your DNA, all the stuff that was locked in starts to open up and starts to manifest in the generation and the generation after that. That is one of the reasons why stress is so bad. And when you take history, you find something that was 5 generations up. अरे मेरे दादाजी के पिताजी को deafness था and suddenly this child is having deafness. That is the kind of thing that unravels with having a lot of cortisol in your body. What is the best thing to do? I just did it. Take a deep breath. You will notice I ask you to take deep breaths quite a bit, because the first thing that it does, it's cut down on the production of cortisol in your body just by providing oxygen. Now, cortisol is tackled by 4 different hormones or 4 different chemicals. There is oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin, serotonin. You're going to hear this quite a bit today. Dopamine is something called as the reward motivator. It is something that you do to reward, that is created by reward. So it is something that you need to tell yourself about. I'm going to do this, I'm achieving this. This doesn't mean I'm going to climb Himalaya today and then achieve it. No, it is a small step. I'm going to climb up to the first floor today without using the lift and achieve it. That is good enough. The second one is the endorphin. It is like the pain reliever is your true happy hormone. It's released by exercise. The third one is oxytocin. It is a love chemical. And it can be released in your body by hugging yourself, by giving yourself a compliment. That is difficult because we don't compliment ourselves at all. And the fourth one is the serotonin, which is the calming. It is the exact opposite of the cortisol. It is the calming one. So this is the technicalities of it, but let's get on to what will actually help calm you down when you're nervous. So the best thing to do is to take a deep breath. So now how do you do this? And do it with me. It's like you're smelling the roses and blowing out the candle. So you go and the moment you breathe out, you will feel like a big load has been lifted off your shoulders. Let's do it one more time. The next thing to do is to rub your hands. Not this, because that's excitement. This. As simple as that. This can be done when you're talking to somebody. It can be done when you're trying to think about what to write in the next answer for your question. And if this seems odd, you can just take a pen and do that. That works as well. If you have a pencil, the 3-prong pencil works better. The ones that have 3 different edges, it kind of sort of works better because it gives you a little bit of pressure as you're doing it. Calms you down a bit. The third thing that you can do is to rub yourself like you're feeling cold. Ideal is to go from up to down, tends to calm you down. The next thing is what we say clench and relax. So you clench and relax and relax. Now when I'm doing the clenching, it is the jaws, the fingers, the entire body, and the moment you do, hold it and there you go. The moment you relax, you'll feel this is working against your anxiety. This is what's working against the building of the cortisol. Another very, very good tool is to sip water. It has to be cooler than the room temperature and preferably through a straw, and sip it. Not glug, 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 but sip. Sip. It again helps with a similar thing of breathing where you are taking in a breath. At that time you're taking in water. Hold that water in your mouth for a second before you swallow it. Feel the temperature difference and then swallow it. Unfortunately, the way our exams are, they don't allow you to drink water. They don't allow you to, do all of those things before or during an exam. So before you're sitting down for your paper, do take 2 sips of water, preferably through a straw. It helps tackle that cortisol and tackle that excess nervousness that you are feeling. Another thing that also helps is to have some amount of chocolate. The darker the better. That releases your serotonin as well as your dopamine levels. It helps with the dopamine levels as well. And the other things that are quickly available that can also work in this are nuts. Any nuts, from almonds, walnuts, even to peanuts. This helps your body feel a little extra omega-3, which helps with the production of serotonin, dopamine, as well as endorphins. One of the most effective one over here is laughter. The brain doesn't know whether you're actually feeling like laughing or it's a fake laugh. It releases endorphins, and that is what's necessary. So the things that work the best with most of the children, especially before giving out their test results, is what we indulge in is called as fake laugh, but 3 different kinds. So the first one that we do is the giant or the Ravan or the Santa Claus laugh, where you put your hands on your waist and laugh, and you go yeah, I know, it's already making you smile, it's already releasing the endorphins in your body. Can you do it with me over here? There's a smile on your face, there's a smile on the face of the people that are sitting next to you as well. Then the second laugh that we do is a baby laugh. So like how a small baby would laugh. It really helps, doesn't it? Where is the cortisol? It's gone, it's out of your body. Your entire body is filled with endorphins. Cortisol is nervousness, it's all the negativities in your body, and endorphins is all the positivities in your body.